Research log entry 238. From here on out, the research subject will be referred to as Subject 238. I have been tasked with recording and documenting any data I can glean from a cryptid that has been brought in and is currently in containment. So, to begin, I will ask Subject 238 if they or it is capable of speaking. Do you understand my words? Are you capable of speech? I will ask that again. Are you capable of speech, and do you understand what I am saying? Subject appears to understand, at the very least, that I am speaking to them. However, the subject appears either incapable of speech or recalcitrant. I will continue my study with observational data. Subject 238 matches no known cryptid that has been brought in before, nor any immediate myths or legends that we could find in our databases that have been confirmed. Subject 238 appears to disappear and reappear at random. It is unclear if Subject 238 is simply misaligned with this dimension and is perhaps from another one, or if the subject is capable of cloaking temporarily. Either case, Subject 238 does not appear to be capable of leaving the containment area. Now, Subject 238 appears to have claws of approximately 1.5 inches in length, bearing 4 unsure where to classify them as fingers or toes on each limb. Subject 238 possesses 6 limbs and is covered in what appears to be a dense, short layer of hair or perhaps fur. Although the acquisition team noted that the subject appeared to be very resistant to tasers. Interesting. And on the one occasion it was shot appeared to be bulletproof, indicating that the fur may be made out of an as yet unknown material, or is perhaps not fur at all. Now, I understand, and it would appear that you can understand me. I want to assure you that you will not be harmed. I know there was a little difficulty bringing you in, but now that you are here, you are safe. Subject 238 has been given several food items, ranging from animal, vegetable, to mineral. And appears to be omnivorous in the truest sense, capable of eating not only plants, fruits, and meats, but several inorganic materials, such as silicates as well. I theorize that the fur of Subject 238 perhaps contains some of these minerals. Subject 238 is approximately 3 feet in length, or height when standing on its rear appendages. It is unclear if Subject 238 is male, female, or even can be classified as having either gender. Species perhaps does not have them, perhaps does. More research will have to be done. Now, let's have a good look at you. Subject 238 appears to have eyes. Specifically, 4 of them, although 2 of them appear to be situated towards the back of the subject's head. And are smaller. Perhaps these are used for detecting danger from behind. Undoubtedly, Subject 238 would be able to see in a 360-degree field of view. And the coloration of the eyes appear to be purple. Interesting. Subject 238 additionally has eyes that resemble mammalian with the standard circular pupils. This would track with Subject 238's possession of fur. However, the additional limbs are certainly an anomaly for a mammalian species, as is the ability to appear and disappear, either at will or at random. Acquisition team also reported that that the claws on subject 238 were venomous. And one member of the team had to have his arm amputated. The venom appears to turn flesh into a stone-like substance, process commonly known as petrification. However, this, with a few exceptions documented in other cryptids, as well as a few creatures from myths and legends, is not common. Atypical. Continuing observation. Subject 238 appears to possess a spiny crest on top of their head. Which flexes up or lays flat against their head, seemingly due to agitation, although also in response to my words. Yes, just like that. I strongly suspect subject 238 understands what I'm saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? It'd be a lot easier if you would respond. If you can understand what I'm saying, please nod your head up and down. Nod for yes, shake for no. Do you understand what I'm saying? Subject 238 appears to possess a sense of humor and shook their head no in response to my query on whether or not they could talk or understand me. Can you speak? But you can understand me. You know I don't believe you if you shake your head in response to what I'm saying. Subject is capable of lying. Subject 238 is dishonest. No? Well then what was that earlier? Subject 238 is now waving their upper two limbs back and forth in what, in a human, would be a gesture of protest. Alright. Are you from this world? Interesting. Do you know how you got here? Very well. If you could tap once for each time to indicate a number, how long have you been here? That also works. Subject 238 is capable of shrugging and does so with the four upper limbs. Test noted that subject 238 possessed a strength far beyond their size. At least what they would indicate. What would be indicated based on visual observation. Capable of lifting grown men in armor and tossing them with ease. Don't worry, again, you're safe here, and upon reading that, I would appreciate it if you would return the courtesy. Now, subject 238 appears to wish to escape, however, I'm afraid my employers will not allow that. Apologies. However, if you can learn to communicate, perhaps more effectively, and we can go over this later, we can create an enclosure specifically for you and make sure all of your needs are met forever. No harm will come to you. You will be provided with all of the food and hopefully entertainment you desire in a habitat designed specifically for you, potentially by you. That's by you, not as in like you designed it, not by you as in the like a swampy area that you would think of maybe in Louisiana. However, if that is your preferred habitat, we can potentially make that happen. Subject 238 was also noted by the acquisition team of possessing some sort of mind-altering ability, capable of inducing fear, hallucinations, and hysteria in its victims. It's not very nice. It's probably why they shot you. I mean, I realize it didn't do anything, but I believe subject 238 may be capable of minor feats of psychic prowess, perhaps even capable of reading minds, which may be how it is able to understand what I'm saying. Perhaps not even the language, but intent, perhaps. Subject 238 is also capable of pushing things using an invisible force. Again, this would seem to indicate minor psychic abilities, such as telekinesis. Perhaps this is used as a psychic barrier to protect from harm, and it is not for at all. Additional observations and tests will need to be done. Alright. We have also provided subject 238 with what is considered to be a comfy bed. Subject 238 appears to be nocturnal, hence me being here after hours. It's okay, not your fault. It's my job. It's a very cool job. I get to meet lots of individuals like yourself that are interesting. Well, maybe perhaps not like you. We haven't met any quite like you. But there are other anomalous beings to be found. Well. Subject 238 also possesses a tail. Suppose that was probably relevant. Subject 238's mouth appears to be lined with six concentric circles of sharp teeth, just rows of them, which spins in alternating directions when consuming food. Subject 238 has a nose, or what I suspect to be a nose, but really more like nostrils in the middle of its face. Though perhaps these are not scent glands at all. We have not tested it, though it did appear to sniff at the food we brought it. Which would indicate scent glands. How sensitive these are is unknown. Subject 238 does not appear to have ears, which again leads to the theory that it knows what I'm saying based off of psychic emanations rather than hearing. It does appear to be acutely aware of its surroundings. This is perhaps an indicator of extrasensory perception, also known as ESP, commonly found in individuals with psychic powers. It would appear that this is all the visual data I'm able to gather at this time. Oh, almost forgot to note. Subject 238, its fur is a black with mottled brown and a forest green underbelly. I suspect this is highly useful for camouflage in both day and night. Alright. Well, subject 238 will have to be observed further at another time. It is time for me to clock out. It's been interesting meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Have a good evening. Bye.